Good morning, guys. Welcome to Pancakes and Podcast. We're going to be eating pancakes and talking about this.
About the construct that in order for writing to be good, it has to follow a specific structure. So do you agree with that?
No, I disagree. Or what do you mean by specific structure?
Like you have to follow, for example, what your teacher tells you to write, or what the writing beforehand has to tell you, or what the writing beforehand.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Their structure.
Yeah, 100%. I think you just need to be obedient, I guess, and do what they're asking you to do.
See, I don't think that's true. I think in order for it to be more effective, it should have structure because it helps it flow more easily and it improves the overall quality of it. But I don't think there's a specific structure. I think everyone comes up with their own structure because everyone has different writing styles.
Well, yeah, but I guess what you could say, like what you're saying is you have to modify or adjust your structure to the type of writing?
To whatever type of writing you're doing. So, for example, some researchers, Michael Ferrari, Therese Bouffard, and Line Rainville conducted a study and found that college students who changed the structure of what their professors were asking and came up with their own were better writers and wrote more effectively than the writers who just went along with whatever the professor was saying, or just didn't have a structure at all.
Okay, well, I see your point, I guess. If you don't follow structure, you can be like a river and just flow, and pop off, just talk about whatever you want. But I feel like you can also get lost, you can get carried away, or it can, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is structure can help you. It just helps you write easier and effectively, I guess, without any extra stuff.
Yeah. So for example, Ray Noguchi, who was he's in the National Council of Teachers of English, wrote a book, and he thinks that teachers should stop teaching in a formal way and not include structure. That it's been proven that doesn't improve the quality of writing. But I don't agree with that because I think if structure weren't included, the writing would just be, it wouldn't be legible. You wouldn't be able to read it. Because, it's like you're writing as if you're just talking. Sometimes when I say things and I don't know what I'm saying. So, if I wrote it like that,
yeah,
you'd be very confused.
Yeah, so I guess what I thought about when you were saying that was you cannot follow a structure, but that's risky because you have to already it's a level. Level 1 is following a structure, and once you're good at that, then you can move on to creating your own structure. But I think you have to learn the basics, introduction, body, conclusion, and then once you get into once you master that, once you become a Jedi master, once you become really good at that, then you can elevate and create whatever you want, your own style.
See, someone who would agree with you is Bayang Inseo. She is an associate professor in the doctoral studies department at Chicago State University, and she teaches at-risk students. So she thinks students should start writing their essays in the 5-paragraph essay format, as in intro paragraph, body paragraph, body paragraph, body paragraph, conclusion, and then they can start using their own structures. So she thinks it is important for them to start off by doing those and not their own until they actually know how.
No shit. Wow.
Yeah.
A professor said that?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Look at you.
Okay, so tell me another source. What does another source say?
So Harvard's Writing Center, which is made up of the graduate students who have taken special writing courses to help students become better writers, they believe every writing piece needs to follow a specific structure, but they think that many times people get carried away and start to walk through in their writing, meaning they follow the structure of the sources rather than coming up with their own.
Yeah, for sure. I think I even said that towards the beginning of this. But then again, once you're good at the basics, then you can stay focused, or at maybe practice on writing your own style, or developing your own style. But for sure, I agree with all your sources.
Yeah, so Anne Hadley she's a professional speaker and author. She compared good writing to math, meaning that it required a good structure and logic. So she said that writing should feel solid to the reader and it should be clear and accessible, and it should it should not follow a formula exactly, but that it should follow some sort of architect and not be all over the place, moving from topic to topic. So that's why structure is necessary, because you need it in order to move, like transition from one topic to another and not just have it all over.
Yeah, so I guess what you're saying is use the structure as like the trunk of a tree, like the basic structure, and then use your own structure to develop like the branches and how you want the tree to be decorated. And it's like the classic one about the building needing structure, or like constructing a building. Constructing a building. Yeah, like you need to follow a structure for that, like, and have a plan, I guess, like a plan of action. So yeah, I guess you can use the basic structure as your plan of action, and then have all these detours that lead up to your style as like the branches or whatever.
Yeah. So I think most people would agree with that, as in the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, this writing center, they also said that writing is linear. So in order to communicate effectively, we need to order ideas on the page in ways that make sense to the reader. They think that everyone has a different structure, though, that what works for someone is most likely not going to work for someone else. You have to make sure the structure goes with what you're trying to say and isn't just trying to mimic other writing structures. So because I mean, if I try to mimic your writing structure, it's not most likely not going to go with my whatever I'm writing.
Yeah.
Because our writing styles.
Yeah, or you might not be as good at it.
Yeah.
Because I have all this practice.
I don't think that's the case.
No offense. No, like I'm used to writing my own stuff.
No, but what I'm saying is like our writing styles are just different. So
yeah,
it's like
but I'm good at my writing style and you're good at yours. So like if I try to mimic yours,
that's why. But it's not a sense of like you're good at it, I'm not good at it. It's just
better at it. More practiced.
It's better for your writing and mine's better for my writing, because we have different writing styles. Everyone does.
Yeah, for sure, I agree.
So I interviewed a college student named Valeria, and she said that so she's going to med school, and in order for like her to get into her, like for her applications and all of the programs she applied to, her writing style she had to change the way she wrote.
Yeah. Because
they required different type of writing.
Yeah,
So
sure.
And also, like if she wouldn't have been able to adapt to that, she most likely wouldn't have gotten into her programs. So that's why I think a writing structure is very important.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's like a backbone. Like the structure is like your spine, and then you can do whatever you want with your arms and legs. That is to say that you can do whatever you want with like your examples or like your style.
Yeah. So after all of my research, I think that developing a text structure that is your own will help your writing be more comprehensive.
Okay, dope. I agree. Well, thanks guys for coming. I appreciate it. Thanks for listening.